Object pronouns. You already know subject pronouns. I, you, he, she, it, we, you, and they. You hear them all of the time. Remember, a subject does the action in a sentence. Here's the chart for object pronouns. You've probably seen these too. Me, you, him, her, it, us, you, and them. An object doesn't do the action in a sentence. An object receives the action or the result of the action. Let's look. The kids are throwing water on Jim. Let's look at this sentence. First, what's the subject? The kids, right? The kids are the subject because they are throwing. Now, what's the object? The object is the thing that the kids are throwing. So that's the water. The water here is the direct object because the kids are throwing it. Now we still have Jim over here. The kids aren't throwing Jim, but he still gets wet from the water. So Jim is an indirect object. If I shorten this sentence and replace all of these nouns with pronouns, I get they are throwing it on him. And in this sentence, the kids are they, the water is it, and Jim is him. It may seem complicated, but we use the same object pronouns whether it's a direct object or an indirect object. Let's look at another example. She gives the blue envelope to him. In this sentence, she is the subject, and the word she is the subject pronoun. Over at the other end, him is the object pronoun because he receives the envelope. He's not doing the action, so we can't use he. Let's switch it. Gives the blue envelope to her. Now, he is the subject pronoun. I don't use him. And her is the object pronoun. I can't use she because she isn't doing the action. She's receiving the envelope. If we look at both sentences side by side, you can see these are the subject pronouns and these are the object pronouns. Here are both charts side by side. These are the subject pronouns and these are the object pronouns. You can see you is the same for both charts, and it is also the same, but the other pronouns change. Let's look at some more examples. Lily is looking at you. Lily is the subject because she is looking, and you are the object because you are receiving her looking. If we replace these with pronouns, Lily is a she, and you stays the same. So she is looking at you. Mandy checked the price. Here, Mandy is the subject, and price is the object. If we replace these with pronouns, she checked it. She is Mandy, and it is the price. Here's another. Smile, I am taking a picture of us. In this one, I is the subject because I am taking, and us is the object because the picture is being taken of us. We aren't taking the picture. Are you listening to me? Okay, how about here? Still, you is the subject and me is the object. So you is the subject pronoun and me is the object pronoun, even when it's a question. Her brothers are looking for her. Okay, now this might look confusing, but if you remember, this her is a possessive adjective, and this her is an object pronoun. Oh, sometimes it can be confusing. Let's do some practice. Rob gives a drink to Scott. Okay, can you replace Rob with a subject pronoun? He. He gives a drink to Scott. And now, can you replace Scott with an object pronoun? He gives a drink to him. Professor Kaye is explaining the task to the students. Okay, replace Professor Kaye with a subject pronoun. He. He is explaining the task to the students. And now, let's replace students with an object pronoun. He is explaining the task to them. He's explaining the task to them. One more. The children listen to their grandmother. Can you replace the children with a subject pronoun? They. They listen to their grandmother. And now, let's replace the grandmother with an object pronoun. They listen to her. They listen to her. In this lesson, you learned the difference between subject pronouns and object pronouns. These are the subject pronouns. The subjects do the action, and here are the subject pronouns in sentences. These are the object pronouns. The object pronouns receive the action or the result of the action, and here they are in the sentences. You already know subject pronouns: I, you, he, she, it, we, you, and they.